You guys hear me okay?
Yep.
All right, well, fire away.
Your thoughts on the new season, Coach?
Excited. Excited we're out here together. Excited I'm not wearing a mask. Excited I'm seeing you guys in person. Like I said, Rich is a lot taller in person than I thought he was on Zoom. Just excited to be around the guys. I feel like we know them a lot better. We know the staff obviously a lot better. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of confidence. Just excited to go to work. I couldn't wait for today. I couldn't sleep last night. I was up early. The guys were up early. So just very grateful that we're out here again and have an opportunity to practice and have a real training camp.
What was your message to the team?
My message to the team last night, my message to the team right there was, all I want every day is everything you got. From the time you wake up in the morning till we finish. And if we do that, we're going to be okay. But it's everything. It's every day doing your best over and over and over. And like I said, if we do that, the results will take care of itself.
And what can fans expect from the team this year?
A team that's going to give everything they have, a lot of energy. I think we're going to be an exciting team to watch. So they need to come out and see it for themselves as soon as we kick the ball off.
Does spring give you a good base for what you're starting right now?
Yeah, spring does give us a really good base. Spring to me, spring's about development, right? And getting the guys better. Training camp's about getting ready to play. We don't have like 2 months like we did last year. Remember we were here in June, July, and August? We have a month. I mean, we have to get ready to play now. So spring gave us a really good, clue of kind of who we have, what we have, and what we should be. Now we need to fine tune it and go.
Okay, it's kind of O-line you. You get 5 starters returning. That's amazing. 2 all first-team ACCs. When you have that kind of offensive line to start from, how quickly can you get things going?
Fast. I mean, everything's built around the O-line and everything's built around the D-line. I said it in the spring, we have more an identity of who we are in the run game, and that's going to show up, and we're going to run the ball. I know people think we throw it 50 times a game. I think you'll see more balance. We still want to throw the ball down the field, though. But it starts up there. Their toughness, their experience, the way they work together. They'll be better in pass protection. They'll be better in their run-action game. They'll be able to protect Phil, and we'll be able to run the football. So I'm really excited about that.
With Bailey gone, is a real wide-open competition at running back right now?
There's a lot of good players. Trav's kind of like the heart and soul of our team. He's got so much energy, the way he handles his business. He does exactly what I was just talking about. He just gives his best every single day. And then you got a bunch of guys. Pat's back, which, as we know, Xavier Coleman looks really good. We're excited to see what he can do. And then Sinkfield, the transfer. We got a bunch of guys who are good players, so we'll probably use them all at some point.
But does Trav have the capacity to be a three-down back?
And there's no doubt. Trav can play all 3 downs. Trav can run the ball. He can protect, and he can catch the ball to the backfield. Really good football player.
I'll come back. Go ahead.
Since last year was, your first year was super weird, nothing was totally conventional. Do you feel like there's at all of a learning curve for you this year, that you're still getting into the swing of things?
Probably for me more than the players. This is new. I don't know. I feel like I have a better grasp on things, from organization to the staff to just the practice structure. I found myself able to coach more today, I felt like, which is awesome, rather than worrying about telling everybody to put their masks on and me watching around, making sure we're all 6 feet apart. I felt really locked in, and hopefully that'll help us.
When you've got this condensed timeline leading up to the season, does that change your approach at all from last summer?
Well, no. Going into last summer, we had this plan because I've only ever been involved in training camps that are about a month long. And then last year when we had all that extra time, that was like we had to go slow and figure it out. So this is more what we're used to, more what I'm used to. So I feel good about it.
Coach, this team was very close last year, given everything you went through. But to have this opportunity to kind of build that team camaraderie, how much more important is that this year too?
Well, I thought we built our camaraderie really well last year. I think our culture was formed last year in a very adverse situation, which is one of the reasons I think we were who we were. We stuck together, we played hard, and we didn't flinch. Now it's about getting better, right, and continuing to build the culture. The first message I gave to the team last night in training camp was nothing is more important than our culture, nothing. And so we will always have to work on that and build that. And I know that sounds so cliche, but that's the truth. But we need to get better, and that needs to get stronger.
How's the defense looking overall?
First day, hard to tell. I told the team today for me wasn't about execution, and today was about getting out here and establishing again who we are, running from drill to drill, running to the football, punching at the football, the urgency, the energy. I'm sure we're going to have to correct a lot of stuff when we go inside, but that's okay. It's the first day. We weren't going to be perfect today. Just like if a receiver dropped the ball or, the guy ran a wrong route, it's the first day. But if a guy wasn't running out of the huddle full speed, or if a guy wasn't giving his all, then that's when it's not okay. So we'll watch the film, we'll fix it, and hopefully the next time you ask me that question, I'll talk more about the defense.
Can Frank kind of expand the playbook and get more creative with the year under his belt and give Phil more options?
Yeah, we were so vanilla last year. If you think about it, and I've said it, really no training camp, like a weird training camp, right? Spring ball, 5 practices. We know who we are now. We know what Phil can do. We've had a spring ball, we've had an off season, now we have training camp. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot different. So I'm excited. On both sides, all 3 phases, we're gonna get more detailed and do a lot more.
And did Hunter kind of set a standard for tight end that these guys can look at and say, all right, this is what I have to be capable of doing for us?
I think so. We're going to throw the ball to the tight end probably more than any team in the country, as Hunter caught more passes last year than anywhere in the country. So we're going to do that. So those guys have to step up, and I think they're excited for the challenge.
Sort of going off of that, you guys have a lot of veteran leadership coming back. Can you talk a little bit about those guys that are just building the team?
The vets?
Yeah.
We have great leadership. You mentioned the O-line. Really, our entire line from Alec to Petrula to Vrabel, Zion. Who are you kidding? That guy right now, even Mahogany's starting to come along. Then you got Phil. Kobe's back. You want to talk about leadership and a guy who's been a big part of this team. Zay Flowers is turning into a leader. Trav, I already mentioned. CJ Lewis. You should see. You guys saw him right now. You see how big he got? That guy. What Coach Matus and that strength staff did this summer and this off season, it wasn't just physically, it was mentally. And he did an unbelievable job on working on leadership. And I just mentioned the offensive guys. It's the same way on defense. And the leaders got to lead now. And that's where we're so different than last year, where I felt I had to be the leader in so many different areas. I just said to the team, you guys got to take care of that. That's your team now. You are the leaders, so go lead.
Were you surprised when Ben Petrula decided to come back? He's been on an NFL trajectory for a while.
I was excited. I was happy. I think he made the right decision. We had a long conversation, and I think he made the right choice. Now he's probably going to start more games than anybody to ever play, probably in college football. He's a 4-year starter.
Yeah.
Now he's going to be a 5-year starter. You can't legally do that, right? So that's awesome. I'm pumped that he's back because he's an awesome guy, too.
Plus,
You got a phone with that, Rich?
You know what that is? That's Mark Klauser.
You got 2 phones?
Yeah.
Day 1 fine.
That's
Rich.
unbelievable. No, Rich doesn't get fined. He's here, but he's got 2 phones. Says a lot about a guy with 2 phones, Rich.
Actually, you think about it, Petrula lost 2 bowl games because he didn't play last year, and the Cotton Bowl game got blown up. So there's 2 games that he'd be into 70 games.
That'd be, we got to make sure we get him back into some extra ones to make up for those. But having him is huge. Zion coming back, Alec coming back, Trav coming back. That's the core, right? That's a great group.
Coach, non-football question. Now that you've been here for as long as you have you been able to enjoy Boston and actually, get out and enjoy Boston for what it is?
I did a little bit more than I had last time you asked me that question. I got to take the family. We did one of those duck boat tours with the kids, so I got to learn a little bit about the city. That was actually pretty cool if you've never been on one. And I'm not getting any NIL deals for myself about advertising that J-Bomb, so. The duck boat tour was fun. My wife and I walked around, went to dinner, took the kids to lunch. We went on a swan boat down there. We took them on the carousel. So I did some things in Boston. I still got to get to some pro games. I didn't get a chance to do that. But what a great city. I'll check it out more and more. Probably not for the next 6 months, but after that.
Win the national championship, we get a duck boat tour.
Yeah, they told me they did the championships on a duck boat. Don't get too far ahead of yourself, Rich.
And,
We won 6 games
I'm gonna
last year.
ask, will you ever chastise any of us for calling you Jeff? Or is it always Coach?
No, I just appreciate you guys being here. As long as you call me Jeff or Coach and you actually know my name, I'm cool with you.
I'm sure you've seen what's been going on.
Yeah, I'm good with it. You guys call me whatever you'd like as long as it's respectful.
Let you go, Coach. Thanks for your time.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for showing up.